All right, now we good. Now we there. Okay. When it comes to a Sigma male, once again, you have to understand. I'm representing men. I'm representing men that are not suffering from depression. All right. I'm representing men that are pretty much focused on life. They know where they want to be. They know where they want to go. That's the type of man I represent. Typically, Sigma males are not going to complain about a woman. We don't. We just adapt to each woman that comes into our life or that we come across. We don't treat hood rats like diamonds, and we don't treat diamonds like hood rats. There's no one size fit all when it comes to a Sigma male, which means that every girl do not get the same treatment. We can make our adjustments. A lot of guys get put in the friend zone whenever you're going outside your lane and your league. And I've told you this. Too many guys are chasing women because they are attracted to them. You're not chasing her because that's the type of girl that fits inside of your mindset. You and her have the same belief system. So when it comes to a Sigma, we recognize that each woman is going to be different, but we recognize how different we are from other men. That's the main important thing that keeps a Sigma confident is because we know the difference between us and the next guy and the next guy and the next guy. We don't have any relatability to them. So a Sigma male is quick to tell a woman when she's getting out of line, like, listen, I don't want to deal with you. Go to your DM. Go deal with them guys. Because we know what's available to them. So we can push a woman away because we know you're just going to run to the lames of a weak dude. So keep going, go back on the dating market and keep coming up short on the dating market. When you get to us, it's a different ball game. Sigma males and friend zones. One of the reasons why Sigma males do not get friend zoned by women is because we never confine into them, which means we never sit down and tell women about our past. We never talk to women about what hurt us. We never open up to a woman. Never. In order for a woman for us to open up to a woman, she has to be with us for years to get that. We're never sitting around sobbing about the past. We're never bringing up horror stories to her. Because when men start to talk about horror stories to a woman and you start to talk about trauma relationships and trauma things in your life, she's going to place you in the friend zone. And a lot of guys get placed in the friend zone whenever you start to open up to a woman too early. So understand, opening up to a woman too early makes you look weak. If you look weak in front of a woman at the beginning, she's going to friend zone you immediately. But you still may keep her attention. You still may be able to go hang out with her. You still may be the one taking her out on dates. You still may be the one playing the role of a relationship, but you're not getting any kisses and you're not having sex at all. She's not doing any of that, but you're doing everything that a boyfriend does. That's friend zone. When y'all are acting like you're a couple, but you're not getting kisses, affection. Typically, a woman is going to friend zone a guy the moment he starts to confide into her. The moment he starts to talk about his emotions and opening up. Sigmas, we never get emotional. We never open up because we know how crucial it is to a woman. And I tell men all the time, you can never cry in front of a woman, ever. I don't care how much you want to cry. I don't care what you're going through in life. You can never cry in front of a woman because a woman is always looking for a man to have strength. So when men confine into women, you start showing signs that you've been hurt. You start showing signs that you come from a trauma past and you're starting to open up about your life to make yourself feel like you're getting closer to her. She friend zones you immediately because she says this guy is weak. Sigma males, we never confine into a woman. That's one of the reasons why we never get friend zoned. It's because with them, they're always trying to get closer and closer and closer to us in order to figure out what we're thinking. If anything, women sit around us and ask us a lot of questions, all right? So understand, one of the reasons is that we don't confine to women and we never open up. The only time we'll open up about something is after we've been with that woman for a long period of time. Next, Sigma males are known for looking their best. They're not out looking, trying to impress. They're not dressing like Kevin Samuels. We don't dress like that. We dress like a regular guy, but we dress decent. We keep our hair groomed. We keep our skin groomed. We keep our body groomed up. So we're always looking good to a woman. We're never looking depressed. We're never walking around looking scruffy. We're never walking around looking like that we're not getting haircuts and we're just letting our hair grow and our hygiene is messed up and we're not brushing our teeth. Like sometimes I don't brush my teeth in a day, but I don't go like 4 or 5 days without brushing my teeth now. Like, come on, 3 or 4. We don't do that. But a Sigma male is always looking like his best, and he's always looking confident. A lot of guys, when you get around a woman, you're scared of what she can react to. So you're talking to her in a timid situation. When you're talking to a woman nice, you look desperate and sad. That's the face that a lot of guys are making. It's because they don't know what they look like. They're just paying attention to what they're saying out of their mouth. And a lot of things that guys are saying out of their mouth makes their facial expressions look weak. But when it comes to a Sigma male, we're always talking to her from a confident point of view and a lot of sarcastic points of view, which makes us look extremely confident whenever we're talking to a woman, which is why it's hard for them to friend zone us, because we're already giving off vibes of the type of guy that she wants. See, as a Sigma, I am fully aware that majority of guys out here are weak, and I use that to my advantage whenever it comes to women. Women don't want to deal with weak dudes. Women settle for weak men to keep from feeling lonely. Women would tell themselves, let me just give this guy a chance. And then I'll fall in love with him down the road. I may not like him now, but I'll fall in love with him down the road because he's such a nice guy I feel like I can be with right now. But when it comes to a Sigma, we are the guy that she wants to be with for a very long time because we don't have the same vibes as the other dudes. So when it comes to us, we're confident because we're not looking for a relationship and we're looking to chase our goals and our dreams. Keep in mind, we're not waking up hoping that a woman likes us. We're more like, why wouldn't she like us? You know, I'll tell a woman straight up, why wouldn't you like me? I'm good looking, got my own house, got my own cars, very adventurous, always traveling around, always have a lot of things to do. I stay busy. I block out the entire world. I'm what you want. Oh, get her. So definitely when it comes to a Sigma male, we're the most confident around that Sigma male, around that woman. It's because she knows from the jump, this guy is more likely has other women because he's not trying desperately to laugh at my jokes. He's not trying desperately to make sure I'm okay. He's not desperately confining into me, telling me about his past history whenever we start talking. It comes off a different vibe. All right, next. When it comes to Sigma males, why they do not get friend zoned, it's because we're too chilled and laid back. There's not much she could say to us to get us aroused. When we see women playing games, we get silent. And how many times I have to tell you guys, silence is power. All right? Silence is power. All right, next thing that Sigma males are is we're laid back. There's not much that a woman can say in order to move us emotionally because we know that she's going to say it. A lot of guys out here, one thing that you do not understand whenever it comes to women is that a lot of things that come out of her mouth is just to see how you react. Women entertain themselves all the time by saying little gestures to men and seeing if it affects them emotionally. But when it comes to a Sigma male, we can see what she's saying, what she's doing, and we're able to counter off that with silence. Silence is our power, and silence is what we use to keep a woman on top of her game. As long as a woman's on top of her game, she's not going to look to friend zone you. And the reason why is because women friend zone men that they know immediately that they do not like. That's the only reason. When it comes to a Sigma, we create so much mysterious to a woman that it keeps her coming for more. It keeps her coming for more, right? And then when she can't really figure us out, she starts to throw little gestures out there. She starts to say little things. She starts to act a certain way to see how we respond. We're so chilled and laid back, we don't respond to all of her actions, which makes us more mysterious. Now, when I talk about these things, you have to realize I'm not doing these things intentionally. I'm not like out here, or when I was out here and I didn't have a woman, it's not like I'm out here saying like, oh, I'm going to act mysterious around her. I'm just going to be like this around her. I'm just going to do this around her. That ain't what we doing. I say it this way because I have to go back and analyze my actions in order to teach it. But my actions are not things that I'm doing intentionally. It's things that I'm doing naturally. So in order for you to do these things naturally, you have to have the experience. You have to have the experiences of life. You have to always be busy, which means you're always coming across women. You're always associating with women. When you get used to associating with women, you become comfortable associating with, and you're not that excited when you get around them. Guys who are uncomfortable associating and talking to women, you're going to always look nervous as soon as you get put in front of her. You're going to change the way you talk, change the way you walk. A lot of y'all are going to jump into simp mode, beta male mode, because you're just happy she in front of her and you don't want to look like the asshole in front of everybody else. But when it comes to us, we do no adapting whatsoever. We're laid back. We let her show all her colors. The best way to watch someone is to do what? Not pay attention to them. That's what we do. We don't pay too much attention to her, and we can watch her fight trying to get our attention. You keep in mind, the more mysterious you are, the more they're trying to fight for your attention, the more control you have. When you give up all of your attention, you give them the control. When you give women the control, women are not good at being leaders. They're not natural leaders. So when they're put in power, all you're going to do is what? Get chaos and confusion, because they don't naturally know how to lead. This is why you see so many female content creators now that are fighting with each other, because they have power over the men that are watching them, but they don't know what to do with their leadership. When women don't know what to do with their leadership, they find something to complain about. They're good at complaining. They're not good at problem solving. Women don't solve problems. They're good at trying to get someone to solve the problem for them. So when it comes to the Sigma male, with us being so laid back, we can sit back and we can watch her try to scramble to come up with thoughts on how to control us. You have to realize, once your silence is power, not even a man can get into that. Life is a game. It's a psychological game. Those who do not know how to play the psychological game will fail. And you will slip into depression, and you will stay in depression because you can't outthink your way. You can't emotionally get up and try to change. That's a big thing. A lot of men now, big shout outs to Ricky Webster, a lot of guys now are suffering depression because you can't think what to do next with your life. You don't know where to go, where to start, where to begin. You're in a state of confusion. Okay, when it comes to women and it comes to the Sigma male, we keep her in a state of confusion because we're not reacting to her mouth. We're not reacting to her gestures. We're not reacting to her actions that she uses to control men. You have to realize, women learn men faster. This is why they go and dress sexy, because that's one of the only powers that they have. Once you remove your sexual desires from her, you now have the power over her because she's going to try to find a way to get your attention. That's what it is. That's what it's all about. And oh man, what is his name? Rob, the guys that Fresh and Fit just interviewed, he said it the best. He says a man should only be with a woman that's trying to chase his attention, because she doesn't know what to do whenever the guy is giving her the attention, because she doesn't have a natural leadership role. It's easier for a man to build a foundation with a woman when a woman is trying to be with him than it is for a woman to establish a foundation with a man who's trying to be with her. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense. And that's what we have. We have too many guys that are trying to get with the woman, and you're giving the woman the power. Once the woman gets the power, she doesn't know what to do with it, but create chaos and drama because that's what she's used to. When you find yourself chasing a woman, you're going to find yourself hearing all of her drama from her friends, all of her drama from her family, all of her drama from her previous relationships. Remember, I told you this. This is what you hear with women. Soon as you start meeting them, oh, my best friend, she stabbed me in the back. This girl stabbed me in the back. All my ex-guys, they did that. Okay, that's what a woman's going to do when you give her the power. She's just going to sit up and she's going to say, let me make this person feel sorry for me. And then he's going to jump into simp mode. The moment he jumps into simp mode, he's going to dedicate his life to making me happy because he thinks I've been hurt by all these people. But then she going to turn around and she going to go back to being best friends with those people. Why? Because you relinquish all your power. She can't go to the man and get leadership from him because he gave all the leadership to her. She don't know what to do with leadership. So what she do? She just keep playing themes. Oh, I'm going to go hang out with my friend because my boyfriend is so fucking boring. He don't want to do anything. I'd rather go hang out with my chaotic friends just to have a new feeling. But when she gets with a Sigma male and she wants to be with a Sigma male, she cuts everybody off. Family, friends, everything gets cut off. Why? Because now she says, this is the leader. This is a guy that knows where he's going. He's not emotionally shaken up by the things that I'm doing. He's not allowing my past to affect him. He doesn't even like my best friend. So he says, hey, birds of a feather flock together. That's something that a Sigma would tell a woman. If a woman starts telling us, hey, my best friend stabbed me in the back, she did that, we'll look at her and say, now I can't trust you. Birds of a feather flock together. If all your family and friends have stabbed you in the back and have done you wrong, why should I trust you? Because that's your foundation. See, that's the type of stuff we say to a woman. Why should I trust you if you're just surrounded by all these people that have treated you bad and you're trying to get me to feel sorry for you? No, that's a red flag on my end that obviously if you dated 6 bad dudes, obviously you don't know what a good man is. So why should I trust that now you know what a good man is? All right, that's the type of shit that a Sigma male is going to say to a woman. We're going to shut down all her manipulating tactics just by doing what? Being silent. As you be silent and you watch her adjust to you, she'll reveal all her weaknesses and her manipulating styles. This is why it's hard for women to friend zone us, because they haven't had us figured out. It's an ongoing revolving door trying to figure this man out. Why? Because this man has a bigger plan in life. We always have a bigger plan. All right. The next thing why we never get friend zone is because we're fun, wild, and adventurous. We never entertain uptight women. Never. We like fun people. We like to do fun things. You come around a Sigma male with a droopy face, bye. You come around with a Sigma male want to complain about your problems, bye. You come around a Sigma male and you don't know, I don't know, and you're looking all sad and lonely, bye. That ain't what we doing over here. Sigma males love to live life. When it comes across them uptight women, we don't even deal with uptight women. We're dealing with strictly adventurous and fun women. All the ones that are depressed, sad, argumentative, debatable, we don't entertain these women at all. We don't even go near them. There's no point of us going on a date with this type of woman. There's no point of us sitting in the room with this type of woman. This is why I don't do debates with women. I'm not about to sit up and debate you on feminism and what women are doing. I'm getting out living my damn life regardless of what you're sitting at home being depressed about. One thing about a Sigma male, we get the fuck away from depressed people. We get the fuck away from emotional people. We get the fuck away from traumatized people because they're not doing anything. These are situations that people have to heal on their own. You can't heal just talking to people. You have to decide that you want to get up and spiritually heal yourself. So when it comes to women, they like that part because we breathe so much life. We breathe so much hope. We breathe so much, let me get with him and I'm going to feel better. He's doing things. He's making moves. He can bring the best out of me. They see us as a leadership tool that makes them want to look their best, that makes them want to be their best, that makes them want to do things. But this can also backfire because you have to understand, when a lot of women start to slip and get into depression, they become hard to deal with. And a lot of guys that come from traumatized homes, you're going to find yourself attracted to a depressed E that's sad and lonely because that's what you're used to inside of your household that you grew up with. See, a Sigma male, we're able to, regardless of our backing, our background, we're able to look outside of life and look at our life and see what it is. see our flaws, see what we've been through, see what's traumatizing us, and seeing what has depressed us and fixing it. That's what we're good at doing. You have some people out here, they're looking for love. You're looking for happiness. You're looking for a great relationship. But the only place that you've seen it is on TV. That's it. That's what we have. We have a whole bunch of people in life that's looking for a great relationship. They're looking for love. I call it the picture frame love. Everybody wants a picture frame love. Everybody wants the Brady Bunch love. Everybody wants the happiness, love, in the family. But most people have only seen it on TV. In their regular homes, they've come from dysfunctionality. Mom and dad didn't get along, abusive relationships. They grew up an introvert, not next to anybody. People are growing up loners, where they're just used to being alone all the time. But everybody ultimately want this TV feeling. The only problem is they don't know what that TV feeling feels like. They don't know what love is. They've never felt it before. You never felt the love that you're trying to achieve. And I think that's what causes people to hit a wall, is because love is not turning out like it is on TV, nor do you know how to recognize it because you never had it in your life. That's the problem. People are going to be attracted to the emotion of how they was brought into this world, your background. One thing about a Sigma, we can identify, all right, we had this problem as a childhood. Mom and dad was like this. I went through this. I was an introvert. I went through that phase. I outgrew that phase. And now I'm growing as a person. See, we're able to do that. We're able to acknowledge the thing that's held us down, which is why it's so easy for us to fix it. That's what makes us fun. That's what makes us wild and adventurous. It's because we learn to not take anything serious. So women see Sigma males as excitement, not misery supporters. They don't look at us as depressees. They don't look at us as, oh, this dude's a fucking lame. They don't look at us as lames. And the reason why is because we can overcome the pain that we've been through. A lot of men cannot overcome the pain that they've been through in life, and that pain drowns them out for the rest of their life, and they walk around with it for the rest of their life. We don't do that. When we go through traumatized situations, we recognize that life goes on and we have to get up and get over it. This is why I work out every day. This is why I eat healthy. I go through painful things too, but it's a matter of how fast you can get over it. So women find us very adventurous. We give off good vibes. We don't give off lame vibes. Women are more like, man, I need to get with this dude or I'm going to have a boring ass life. That's how it is. They fear that they're going to miss out on things. See, Sigma males don't care if a girl leaves a date with us and go on a date with another dude. We don't care about that because I know what she's going out with. I know my value as a man. I know I'm adventurous. I know I'm good looking. I know I got women that want me. I know I could get up and go do the things I want. I know I'm not just standing still sobbing. But I know that a lot of guys out here that's available for her to date, that's what they're going through. So if a woman starts talking that crap to me about her previous relationships, I tell her straight up, if you done dated so many bad dudes, I can't fuck with you because you don't know what type of guy I am, which means that you're not going to know how to cater to me. You're not going to know how to treat me. You're not going to know what I want out of a relationship because you've never dealt with a guy like me. We can easily push her to the side. That's why we don't get friend zoned. We know our value. We know how different we are from the other guys, and we know what's available to you. So if you have never dated a guy like me, she doesn't stand a chance of being with a guy like me. We recognize that early in life, that the type of woman that we want has to be taught to recognize a guy like me. This is why I'm with an Arab woman, is because in that culture, the guys are what? Alpha. They're very dominant males that are what? The leaders of the relationship. So in my life, I knew I would end up with this type of woman because that woman is already trained for the mindset that I want. This is why a lot of guys, you want to go to the Philippines and get your passport to get those type of women. But naturally, the guys that are doing the passport shit are not even fucking leaders now. How are you going to go over there and be a leader to another woman? You feel what I'm saying? So with us, women see us as adventurous dudes that know what they want and they're not going to stop till they get it done. We're driven. They're dedicated to our drive. The more men that they go out and date that are confused about life, the better it makes us look. That's how a Sigma's thinking. A Sigma's like, all right, go on a date with these 12 guys. They're only going to make me look better. They're going to bore you to death. They're going to talk about the same shit. And I tell a lot of dudes, if you want to get women in the gym, just be quiet and let all the other guys in the gym send her to you. It'll be so easy because once she starts going through different guys and she starts reading their personalities fast, women start to be bored. But when they get to the Sigma, it's a different ball game because we're more fun and more wild than the average guy she's going to come across. Next reason why we don't get friend zoned is because we're straightforward and honest to the point where we're brutally honest. It may sting them at first, but they love that. Remember, the same thing that makes her cry is always the same thing that's going to make her stay. So us as Sigmas, we know, long as I'm brutally honest to this woman and let her know exactly how I feel and don't be afraid to lose her, she's going to gravitate towards me. When guys are afraid to lose a woman, now you start to cater what you're saying. You start to pay attention to everything that you're saying out of your mouth to make sure that you're saying things perfectly. But with us, we're not saying things perfectly. We're saying it exactly how we want them to be felt and how we want them to be recognized. We don't have time to beat around the bush so it feels like a Sigma male doesn't say, how do I find a way to tell somebody something bad in a good way? There's no way you can tell someone something bad good. Either way, they're going to perceive it as bad news. So with us, we get straight to the point as to how we feel. That makes us more trustworthy and attractive to women. Why does it make us more trustworthy and attractive to women? It's because she knows where she stands. She knows what it is. Now she knows whenever I go to this guy, I'm going to get a straight answer from him. That's what makes us the most attractive is when they know I'm going to get a straight answer from Anthony Spade. But if I go talk to Joe Smo that like me, Joe Smo's going to try to tell me things in a nice way and he's going to say it the wrong way. That's what a lot of guys do. You want to say, be honest with her, but you're stuck at the, I don't know, how do I say it? I don't want to say that. She may not like that. She may think this about me. She may think that. A lot of guys get caught in that, where you're scared to speak how you want to speak, and it makes you look weak. But with her, we could look at her straight dead in her eyes so she knows we're not playing any games. We're serious because we're not desperate. You have to understand, when you know that you have all these characteristics of a man that women should like, that's the main thing. We feel women should like us because we have a lot of psychological things to offer. That's what you got to realize. And I tell every guy this. What should a woman like about you? I can tell you what a woman should like about me. I'm very open-minded. I'm very courageous, very confident at who I am. I'm a very adventurous person. I like to get up and go do things. I like to have fun, and I stay busy. This is what a woman should like about me. If you can't answer those questions, this is why you don't have a woman. It's because you can't answer the question why a woman should like you. Once you could start filling up a resume why women should like you, now it's easier to talk to them. Because now you're talking to them from a standpoint where it's like, shit, you'll be a fool not to date me. That's how I talk to women when I didn't have a girl. I talk to her just like that. You'll be a fool not to date me. You'll be a fool to play games with me. Because I'm going to let you play by yourself. I'm going to go into silent mode and watch you make an ass out of yourself. And then I'm going to have complete control over you. This is why women don't like to friend zone them Sigma males. It's because you're getting the leader that you want. You're getting the guy that can set you straight. You're getting the man that's moving forward no matter what. There ain't no state of confusion with a Sigma male. A Sigma male doesn't sob at all. And when we do it, nobody sees us. You're not going to see us grouping together with people to sit around and piss and pout about our problems. We ain't going to do none of that. We're going to get up and make it happen. All right, next, and last but not least, we like being different from other guys. It's our superpower. All right, it is definitely our superpower. We love being different from other guys, which is why we only hang around a certain group of people. And when we are hanging around them, it's only for a little bit of time and then we branch off. Sigma males will be the ones that's at the party for like 5 or 10 minutes and then he's gone. He has something else to do. We're in the gym for about 30 minutes and then we're out. Some guys would be like, oh, 30 minutes, I'm just getting started. Let me tell you something. Sigma males are the most attractive in the gym because we ain't in there for 2 hours. We didn't walk in with our gym bag and a bottle of water in our hand. We ain't doing that. We don't walk through the gym high-fiving everybody and piecing it up, making it look like we're the popular one in the gym. We don't do none of that shit. Those are the alpha males in there doing that we watch. That's what I do. I see all the cool little alpha males coming in with their bag, got their gallon of water in their hand. They got to do the joke. What up, bro? They got to go spow everybody up to show everybody they the cool dude in the gym. They going to be the dude while the girl on the treadmill, they over there trying to get with her on the treadmill. She on the stair stepper, he walking up to her trying to get with her. He want the guys to see that he's working out with the girls. Next thing you know, she outside trying to get with us. She want to walk past us. She using him to walk past us to try to make us jealous because we ain't doing the same thing that she doing. That's how Sigmas get down. We allow the alpha male to give us all the power by him trying to have something to prove. So we know how different we are. What we do is we sit back and we let all those other guys make us look more attractive because we're not doing the same thing as them. We're always on the outside. We'll let a girl go flirt with 15 dudes and then get to us like, sorry, sweetheart. You lost me at the guys over there you was fucking with. I seen your game too much. But you don't tell her this. You just act it and she'll know. Like, we keep women in this moment where they're like, I may be too immature for him. I may be too immature for him. You just subscribed to the channel. Big shout outs, bro. I got to turn that off. But yeah, we maintain, like he said, JMK says the mysterious vibe. Yes. But in order to be a mysterious person, your brain has to be somewhere else. Your brain has to be on your purpose. Your brain has to be on your focus. Like when I'm in the gym and I'm working out, the only thing that I'm thinking about is what I'm going to film next, what I'm going to edit next, because this is my name, Anthony Spade. So I have to wake up every day and be on the grind no matter what. I don't have time to flirt with girls at the gym. I don't have time to sit up and talk to a girl and go on dates and try to get to know her. I have to have a girlfriend that's more steady so I can stay focused and not have to deal with so many women. That's just how it is. We know where, how can I say? We know where our priorities are because we know what it takes to get ahead. We know what it takes to stay on top of the game.